Hello and welcome to the vCloud Director demo with Cloudian. Today we're going to talk about how Cloudian integrates into vCloud Director. As you can see out here on the screen, I'm logged in into the vCloud Director provider view. I'm logged in as an administrator, and you can see the different organizations that we have created as a service provider, and all the apps and the VMs that are associated with it. We're going to go into one of the organization which has already been provisioned, and as a provider I've already installed the object storage extension, so I should be able to quickly provision and show you how object storage is made available to the tenants. So from the hamburger menu, select object storage. Once you select object storage, you now have the ability with this integration to enable the object storage solution per organization that you are supporting. In this particular case, we have enabled for all the different organizations. You can see the status from here, how many buckets are there for different organizations, how many objects are created. This is all possible with the joint development work that we have done with VMware. So now let's log in as one of the tenant view and see how they look at it. So we're going to log in as a tenant, and going to quickly get you to the main dashboard where you see your virtual machines. Go back to the hamburger menu and then go and select object storage. Once you select object storage, you will be brought into the centralized dashboard for that particular tenant, where you can now quickly get at a glance view of all the different object counts you have. You have the number of buckets that this particular organization or this particular tenant has, the number of users that they have. You can get a quick matrix in terms of the trends, like top 3 buckets that have been consuming storage, or the top 3 users who are consuming storage. You can quickly drill down and find different matrix, like, okay, I want to see object count. What are my top 3 buckets with the maximum number of objects? Or if I want to go to the users and see how many objects this particular user has created, or how many buckets this particular user has. So this gives you a complete comprehensive view at a glance to see how your tenant is using and is getting billed for that particular object storage. You also have an option to enable security features and encryption. You can see the different options for this particular demo. We'll leave it at default, but this is possible again through the integration that we have done with VMware. Now let's look at all the different options, right? So you have the buckets, the users. In this particular case, as you saw, we had 3 users, and you can see one of the users that we are logged in today is the one that we have created multiple buckets. So let's go and look at that. You can see in this particular dashboard, you can create new bucket. Let's try and create one. Let's call it demo test bucket. And now once you create this bucket, you can see them out here. No objects. You can quickly upload, or you can go to the properties. You can see the URL endpoints, or you can create custom tags. You can select and apply permissions, like whether you want which tenant you want, or whether you want to make it public. All those things are now possible. So once you go back, you can now, let's try and upload a bucket, an object out here. We'll quickly do one just to show you how easy it is. You can do it from here, or you can write through the endpoint directly into that bucket. Once you have it loaded, you can do a quick preview just to see whether the file, obviously it depends on the file type. And now let's go and see what else we can do, right? So go back to the buckets. Let's say there is a use case where we want to share this object with some other bucket which is used by other users. I can quickly go to their bucket object, copy it down to, let's say, a test bucket, and just press copy, and it's done. Right, so you go back and check your buckets, go to the test, and you have your object out here. It tells you when it's copied. You can go quickly do a preview out here. And then also, depending on what you want, there are different actions. You can see the properties. The endpoint is again different. And it's as simple as that. What you're seeing out here is the power of joint integration and the admin APIs that we have worked together.